There will be people saying, Philippe Sands, liberal, lefty, human rights lawyer, would say that, wouldn't you? You've been a legal advisor to the Mauritian government. We haven't spoken since the Chagos deal was announced by Keir Starmer. And there'll be lots of people here saying, hang on a second, just spell out why are we giving billions of pounds to the Mauritian government to give up land? Like, just help us understand that. That makes no sense at all.
That's one thing I would love to do, but until the arrangement is done, I have not done any interviews on that issue, and please forgive me.
But do you understand the kind of the nervousness that people will have, kind of going, I don't understand why are we paying to give up land sovereignty?
I think what I'll say is this: go back to a decision of February 2019 of the International Court of Justice, which said in terms, the United Kingdom does not have sovereignty over the Chagos Archipelago. It is and has always been part of Mauritius. I mean, if you just look at the history of the litigation on that case, 28 international judges have had a chance to express a view as to who has sovereignty over the Chagos Archipelago. Mm-hmm. Not one has supported a British claim to sovereignty, even the British and American judges.
But still paying for it.
Let's do it step by step.
Yeah.
The first step is who has sovereignty. Now, the law is crystal clear. The Foreign Office lawyers recognise it's crystal clear. So it's not about handing sovereignty back, it's about recognising the sovereignty of Mauritius over that particular area. Now, there is a hugely significant military base there, and the position of successive Mauritian governments has been that military base continues to operate as it always has. And the consequence of that is you have to work out an arrangement for the conditions under which that base is going to operate. Now, on the one hand, you've got a situation in which the United Kingdom has been illegally occupying the territory of Mauritius for more than 50 years. You've got to deal with that reality. And then you've got to deal with the reality going forward. And actually, I suspect that when the agreement becomes public, people will say, what's the fuss about? The headlines bear no relation to the reality of what is actually happening.
Except critics of the deal, this, are saying you're Keir's pal. You're both from the same lawyer class. You were brought in to sort of, help him see the light, and you've been quite a big influence on this.
I've been no influence on Keir Starmer. I mean, I haven't seen him since the election. We have never talked about the Chagos Archipelago, and the reason for that is incredibly simple. I'm a member of the English Bar. He is a politician. He could have become Prime Minister. I am acutely aware that the moment I seek to use any of my professional activity in a way that's inappropriate, I'm going to be slaughtered and he's going to be slaughtered. So I have never done such a thing, and I would never do such a thing. It's one of the great things about being an English barrister, or being a member of the English Bar, is we've got incredibly strict rules about what we can do. I'm not a politician. I'm not involved in politics. I'm a barrister, and I follow my rules absolutely strictly.
The Newsagents. This is a Global Player original podcast.